Oh, welcome back to Ken's TV, the TV channel where we focus on keeping it real. You know, we got to call a spade a spade. That's the only way we know how to do it around here. Now, today's brief topic, we're going to touch on the individuals that unfortunately have to go in and do some time that's never done time before. Now, it's a very serious matter and situation. So, if you're in a situation, let's just say, you've already been found guilty and, the judge allows you to stay out until final sentencing, or you anticipate being found guilty, you got to turn yourself in at a certain date, what have you. There's certain things that you definitely want to do knowing that you're about to go do time, particularly prison time. Okay, now where I'm at, the phone system that we use primarily down this way, or that they use rather, because I'm no longer incarcerated, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, it's securous. So find out, all you got to do is call the Department of Corrections, find out which phone system that they use primarily. Now, once you find out what phone system that they use, you set you up an account and you put some money on the account. You know what I mean? You put $100 on the account. I think that's the limit that you can put on at one time. Here, anyway, $100 at a time. Because you're going to need some money on that account. Because what happens is when you get locked up and you try to call somebody, you can't call anybody. There's going to be a block on the phone. But if you already have an account set up, then you're already going to be good. You know what I mean? It don't matter how much money you got. If you don't have an account set up, you're not going to be able to reach anybody. So that's the first thing. Definitely make sure that you have a phone account set up. Also, you want to make sure that the time that you're out, like I said, if you're fighting the case, or if you're out on bond, or if you just, which is the same thing as fighting the case, but if you're out until final sentencing, or the judge gives you a little time to get your affairs in order, please make sure that entire time, man, you stacking your money, your Skrilla, your bread. You know what I mean? Because you got to have money in jail. Jail's like anything else out here. Matter of fact, jail, it is really, to me, it's illegal. You know what I mean? Because the prices that you pay, and you'll see, unfortunately, but you'll see the prices, man, they price gouge you tremendously. So make sure that you stacking your money, and you have to leave your money with somebody that you really trust. Your wife, you know what I mean? Your husband, if you know what I mean? Your mother, your father, somebody that you really, truly, and truly trust. Because you may take some money in with you. Let's just say you got $3,000 or $4,000 and you say you're going to take it in with you. Okay, that's cool. But the thing is, whenever you go to that facility that you report to, that's not going to be the facility that you probably, in most cases, going to end up doing your time at. So when you get transferred, you may get transferred 2 or 3 different times to get to that, facility where you're actually going to serve your time. But your money may not follow you immediately. Now, what that means is the guys that's been locked up, y'all understand. But for the people that haven't, you may have, let's just say, $2,500 on your account, on your books. That's what you call it, your account. Your books, your account. Well, you get transferred to a facility, and instead of them just cutting you a check and sending your money with you, they'll say, oh, well, it'll be 7 business days for your money arrives. So now you sitting there with no money waiting for your money to get there. You know what I mean? So it's just best to already have that in order. Okay, baby, they sent me here. I need you to send me 500, 250, whatever you got saved up. You know what I mean? Because you're going to have to spend money. Man, they feed you like a dog in there, man. They feed you so, and I think that it's crazy that they're allowed to get away with it. Because if you Google prison trays, just Google prison trays, and whatever you see is what they feed you. And you'll be lucky to get that amount. Now, while you eating the garbage prison trays, you got guys over here that's established. They've already been in for a while, so they eating big cheeseburgers, double cheeseburgers, French fries, anything, fried chicken, anything that salmon, chili dogs, anything that you can possibly imagine that you can eat out here, man, you can eat the same thing in there. And you sitting there with nothing. You know what I mean? So make sure that you got your bread straight. Once you do them 2 things, man, you go in, man, everything's going to be cool. It's not like what you see on TV. In most cases. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, I'm sure that there's some prisons that you really got to get down like that. The feds probably high max, level prisons or whatever. But I'm just saying, if you're doing a little state time or low level security federal time or, whatever, you just go in there and just be yourself, man. When you go in there, don't try to be over friendly. Just go in there and just be you, man. Mind your business. Don't gamble. Don't play basketball, because those are the two main things, in my opinion, that you do those things, man, it's gonna cause trouble, man, and somebody's probably gonna end up taking a look at you. So you want to stay away from those two things right there. You know what I mean? Gambling in the basketball court. Also borrowing and loaning. Loan, borrowing, and trading. That's what they call it. Don't borrow nothing from nobody. There's a dude here, it's known around here, these parts, Big Rufus. Big Rufus, man, he catch them little young dudes coming in and be like, man, I noticed you just came in, man. You need you a couple soups, a couple noodles, a couple zoom zooms and wham whams, and, a couple sodas, and just get me back when your money post. So you accept it and you thinking, man, dude's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? He just loaned me this, man. Well, your money hits, 3 or 4 days later, you go to the store, get all the zoom zooms, wham whams back. And hey, Big Rufus, man, how you doing, man? Here's everything that you gave me, man. Here's everything that you gave me the other day. I really appreciate that, man. Thanks, Big Rufus. Big Rufus gonna say, no. Big Rufus don't want no zoom zooms and wham whams back. You like, damn, what, Big Rufus, what I owe you 2 for 1? Because a lot of times, man, you loan something out, they want 2 back. 3 for 5. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. 5 for 7. So what I owe you a little bit more? Nah, Big Rufus don't want no snacks back. Hold on, Big Rufus. I don't even go that way, man. I'm sorry. Here go your stuff, man. Here go. Next thing you know, man, Big Rufus taking a look at you. So I'm saying, don't borrow nothing and don't loan nothing to anybody. Just, if you got to sit in there for a couple of days without anything, you got to eat the state trays, and you're not going to starve to death. You know what I mean? If you don't got no deodorant, you ain't got no real soap, hey, just wash up 3 or 4 times a day. But it's better than borrowing something from somebody, because in prison, there's a motive for everything. Nobody's just... Now, don't get me wrong, you might run across some cool cats every once in a while, but I'm just saying, man, if you in there and you don't really know nobody... Well, I'm speaking for the people that's going to go in there and they don't know nobody. You got guys that's going to go in there, what's up, my dog? Come on over here, eat with us. They know you from the block, from the neighborhood, from, whatever. But I'm saying, if you don't know nobody and you go in there, man, just stick to yourself. Get your exercise on. Stay prepared. You know what I mean? And just mind your business. And if somebody, runs up on you or whatever, you try to avoid the situation, but you stand up for yourself, win and lose. Because they're not going to disrespect you. If you lose, you just lose. You get in a fight and you lose, they're going to respect you for fighting back. But if you run, tuck your tail, man, it's going to be a long, long prison bit. So, you know what I mean? It's just a little insight, man. Here at Ken's TV, you know what I mean? What we call a spade when we keep it real. So, we just want to drop a couple jewels on y'all, man. You get through your time, man, going back home with your family, man, and you'll get through it, man. Holla.